Well, welcome back to Cityline. We are in our final fabulous segment, and on the couch with me is someone that we have the pleasure of getting to know for the first time. I'm talking to Executive Director of the Job Carr Museum, Courtney Bird. Welcome to Tacoma, welcome to the Job Carr Museum, and welcome to Cityline, my dear.
Thank you. It's so good to be here. It's so good to be in all three.
That's right. We are going to talk about the 2025 Old Town Craft and Music Fest. And of course, Holly Stewart. It wouldn't be a craft and music fest without our program manager. And Holly, I can't wait to get over there because we're going to be making a harmonica. Is that right?
We are.
Okay, you know me, Holly's so patient. I am the biggest craft klutz that she's ever experienced. So you know if it will work with me, it'll work with kids. But I want to know something. First off, Courtney, what changes have been happening besides you since we had the Job Carr on the couch in the fall?
Sure. Well, this year is actually the museum's 25th anniversary year. So we're excited about that and really thinking about the next 25 years and the future. And then, of course, for me, it feels constantly like I'm learning so much every day from Holly and Kristen, my coworkers.
Yes.
I started about 3 months ago, and it's just been wonderful to be a part of it.
Wow. So, boy, I mean, you are brand new.
Well, I guess 4 months now, but I'm pretty new.
But yes, it still feels like that learning curve is in effect. So as that learning curve continues, what are you learning about this year's Old Town Craft and Music Fest?
Sure. Well, the Craft and Music Fest is happening on May 17th from 11 to 3. We'll have amazing live music with a lot of energy. And of course, the heritage crafts. My own kind of path to the museum came through my kids. And just participating in the festival as a community member.
Yes.
And so it feels really special to be a part of it again as someone who's a little more involved and contributing more from the other side.
I love that. So you were a observer. You were that person that came to this, and then somehow you ended up as the executive director. How lucky are we?
Yes, I feel really lucky. I mean, a story that I like to tell, my son really fell in love with heritage crafts and history at the festival. And he asked for a butter churn for his 5th birthday because he spent a very long time churning butter last year.
So when you say heritage craft, I love that phrase. Tell us what that phrase means. What's the definition?
Well, I think that it's just the heritage crafts and skills that we're working on, or that we are introducing to both young kids at the festival and to older people who come and want to grind coffee, want to use the skills and the crafts that were essential to settler life.
Why are those skills and why are those crafts important?
Well, they were really essential to everyday life back then. They were the things that made it livable. Now I think that it's really empowering for youth and for adults to understand that they can make their own butter, they can make their own flour, they can hammer a nail. That's something that we have kids do at the festival too.
Now, I'm looking at this slide and you've got some music. Tell us about who's on that stage.
So these are performers from last year. It's actually Puget Sound Rebels.
Speaking of, they were just on the couch.
Yeah, speaking of, and this year we will have Cass Nixon and E.J. Crocker, the Good Vibes Brigade, Raccoon Carnival Band, and Steelhead Bluegrass Band as kind of our mainliners. And then we also have Tacoma Public School choirs that will be performing in between. So we're really excited. It's going to be really busy on that stage, a lot of high energy, a lot of dancing opportunities.
And is there a fee for all of this?
No, this is all free, thanks to our community and thanks to our sponsors.
You've got some great sponsors on that slide. I have moved over and I am now over here with Holly. All right, Holly. So I let the cat out of the bag, so to speak, already. So we're making a craft stick harmonica.
We are.
All right, I'm terrified because you know I am not a crafty person, not like this. So walk me through it.
So take one of your craft sticks.
Okay, this is mine.
And your large red rubber band.
Okay.
We're going to go from end to end here.
Oh God, okay, here we go. Don't,
You can do it. There you go. And then we're going to take one of these little pieces of a paper straw and slide it underneath
okay.
the rubber band on one end.
Okay, hang on. I got something to bear down with here.
And this is just one of the many things that
How do
folks
you know these things?
can make
Wait a minute,
during
now
the
you-
event.
wait a
Now
minute,
you're going
I
to take your
lost you.
second craft stick and put it on
Okay,
top.
you're going too fast. Okay.
You got
Okay,
it.
wait. So it goes on
So
top.
that rubber band with the, yes, just
but
like
you,
that.
but you have your.
And then you're
your
going to grab one of your little rubber bands right here.
another. Oh, these are like the kind you use for retainers, like a long
Yeah.
time ago. Okay, all right.
And we're going to wrap that around twice on the
Once.
very end here.
Okay, you call that the end. I call it the top. Okay, so twice. Okay.
All right, so now those are
Are we?
secured
Are we?
together.
Oh
We're
wait. Let's see.
exactly
Let's see.
the
Look at that.
same.
Okay, ready? This is the
You've got
difference.
it.
I have mine looking like this. Holly has a crisscross in hers.
It
Okay.
works absolutely perfect.
Now what?
All right, now you're going to take your other little piece of straw
Okay.
and we're going to put it between.
But wait,
Sticks.
this could be like a pasta.
It could be pasta tongs.
This could be like someone who's learning how to
Multi-purpose.
do chopsticks.
And you know,
it
that's
doesn't
one of
have-
the things I like
It
about
doesn't
these
have to
little
be a
things.
harmonica.
Make different things.
All right.
So we're just going to put that there. Perfect. And
All
then your
right.
last little rubber
Oh
band.
God, Holly, can you come to my house? I'm never
And we're
going to be
gonna
able to
wrap that
reproduce
again
this.
Twice around here.
Oh wait, I got to lower my dowel.
Give yourself a little bit of space there.
Yeah, I've got mine's too far up. Okay, so twice again.
Twice again.
And let's see if I can make the crisscross like you made. Nope. Okay, harmonica.
And then you turn it side to side. So
Okay,
you've got your
side to
harmonica.
side.
This is sort of like, blowing across the top of the pop bottle or
The
across the
blade of grass.
Yes,
Which
yes.
most people don't know anymore about a blade of grass.
And
Okay.
see if we can get it to warm up here. Just barely.
blow- I just
And
blow.
as you move these pieces of straw back and forth, it can change the pitch. Oh, you did it! Yay! Love it.
Now I have spit on it. And whoa.
And now it's yours to keep.
Why, thank you. There we go. There we go. So what other crafts do we have on this table that kids are going to be able to make?
So, of course, we have the coffee grinding that we were showing earlier. Kids can also try out other kinds of food tools, old-fashioned food tools. We're going to have a spot where they can try out the old-fashioned laundry boards, scrub boards, and the
Gosh.
ringers, and really get their hands active and learning cool new things. They can hammer a nail into a big stump
Like we
sections
saw.
that
Yes,
we have.
hammer and nail.
Some kids do that for an hour, and they just
It's
love
therapy.
it. It is.
Hammer and nail.
And then, of course, we've got music going on, so all the bands,
Yes.
musical crafts happening, toys that kids can try out and
All right.
experiment with.
I want to say thank you. You have provided us with massive amounts of entertainment in between the breaks. And that wraps up another great segment of Cityline. It's always a pleasure and a privilege to be in your home. We've given you some great things to think about. So go out there, be a part of the tapestry, and above all, pay it forward. And when you come back, as always, Holly and I will be working on our harmonicas. Okay, now it's not working. Right here on Cityline. Take care.